Welcome to where the designs are always dynamic and the conversations are always fresh. Today we have Johnny Blaze to my right, and to my left we got JK. You already know, Dynamic Designs is in the building. Alright, today we have a vet with us. Okay? A vet is a person that done served for our country, you understand, put their life on the line for all of our rights that we abuse every day. You understand? So today we're going to give back a little bit and we're going to acknowledge those who fought so we can do what we do today. And that's halfway live, free. Free. You understand? So, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah. Johnny Blaze.
It's Johnny Blaze. All right.
Very talkative.
Okay. Now, we would like to ask you, what branch did you serve?
I served in the United States Navy.
United States Navy. Okay. How was that?
It was an interesting experience.
Interesting experience, huh?
I learned a lot.
That's what's up. So how did you get connected to the Navy? Did a recruiter come out and see you? Did you see something like an ad online? Did you talk to a friend?
Well, actually, I've always wanted to join the military ever since I was a kid.
Okay.
When I first was going to join, I was going to join the Army. I was trying to go in as a sniper. But I realized I was colorblind.
Oh.
So it kind of affected the way I could get trained in special forces and all that stuff. So I decided to join the Navy and become a machinist mate. So I ended up fixing piping repairs, doing that piping repairs and stuff like that.
Did you ever have to put anything together underwater?
No.
No. That's another division.
If you count the bottom of the ship underwater.
Yeah.
It's technically underwater, but yeah, no. In order to put stuff together, you have to underwater. You have to be a diver.
A diver, right?
You have to go to special training for that.
Okay. So if something broke on the ship, that was pretty much your job.
Outside of the reactor, yes.
Okay. Nice. All right. So what all did your job entail? Just fixing things?
Yeah, pretty much. I did. My first 6-7 months on board my ship, I repaired water heaters and stuff like that. Everything that's dealt with steam lines and hot water lines.
Okay.
As soon as I put my 3rd class crow on, which is an E4, E1, E2, E3, E4.
Right.
I started training others and I became top tech. And once I became top tech, I actually, instead of fixing anything, I did all the inspections before the equipment was brought back online.
Okay. So how do you feel that the recruiter that came out and seen you, did you feel that he did a good job?
Yes, the one I spoke to did. He did a very good job, actually. He explained to me what my job would entail.
Okay. Well, okay, a lot of us believe that, recruiters just sell people dreams, that, they come here, they tell you, oh, you're going to get $30,000 bonus money, we're going to give you a car, we're going to give you all these perks, all you got to do is sign on this dotted line. Do they keep it real, or is there sometimes a tad bit of an exaggeration?
Actually, there's really no exaggeration, and they'll give you some of them will give you a $33,000 bonus for what you go to, but you have to do so many years.
Right.
Sometimes they make you have to do 6 years. Sometimes they want you to sign up for a full 20.
Right.
I personally would tell them to take their $33,000 bonus and shove it and stick with the GI Bill.
Because they can basically, once you sign that dotted line, they own your ass.
Yes.
Okay. Now that's not a good. See, this is a man that has served for our country, and he even tells you if they're trying to offer you something that's pretty much gonna put you in their hands where they own you. You understand? It's no longer your free will anymore. You know what I'm saying? You're not fighting because you want to. In that case, you would be fighting because you have to. And they can tell you could be a scum, or you could be like like the lowest rank.
Lowest rank would be an E1.
E1. I was gonna say some P something, but yeah, E1. You could be an E1, and they'd be like, yo, you're gonna be an E1 for 10 years, and there's nothing you can do about it because they own you. But listen, like he said, a lot of the perks are real, but understand the fine print and pay attention to that.
Exactly.
Always read it. Trying to sell something.
Always read.
Please, no disrespect. Do not refer to any of my fellow members of the military ever like a salesman again. I have the utmost respect for every single member of the military service. I have the utmost respect for you guys. It's just keep it respectful.
This is real, ladies and gentlemen. This is real.
No offense to you or nothing, bro. Right? I'm telling everybody right now, if you are speaking to a recruiter, plan on speaking to a recruiter, and you have not been to college yet, speak to them about the GI Bill. Post 9/11 GI Bill. Okay? I'm telling you right now, it will save you so much pain and grief. Okay, yes, you do have to pay for it, but in the long run, it'll help you out with an education and get you on your feet. It did it for me. Sorry, I had to put that in there.
No problem. Moving right along here. All right, now, a common question would have to be, what's the basics as far as, okay, now, you said you went into the Navy to be a machinist mate. A machinist mate. Okay, you went in for a machinist mate. Now, you went in there to be a machinist, but if something was to pop off, you would have to go to war, right?
Yep.
Okay, now, what would be your ranking as far as, like, would you be on the front line? Would you obviously not a skilled fighter because you're a machine mate, so would they put you on the front line opposed to putting you in the back where most of the intelligent minds would be?
Every single military member is trained on how to use a gun. You are trained to protect yourself.
Okay.
So if we ever have to land, or if we ever have to abandon ship and we're in dangerous territory, we are mandated. We already know how to protect ourselves. They give us the equipment to protect ourselves.
So while you're on that ship, do you understand? Do you have a M16 strapped to your back at that moment?
No, that's what security's for.
Okay, so there's security on your ship that takes care of your ship.
Everywhere. There is security up the butt.
Now, what if there was what if it was an ambush? Did you have weapons that you could put your hands on if you did need to? No. So basically, you would have to.
Basically,
your lives are in security's hands.
Yes, pretty much. But I would bet any amount of money that security will take care of any problem that you run into. This is not under siege life.
Okay. So what kind of catastrophe or major event would have to happen before you would have to be called to maybe go serve in a war?
You know what I'm saying? Go serve overseas.
To get drafted, just to be put on a draft.
Draft is gone. You will no longer be called
sorry. I used the draft wrong. I got a draft in my mind is basically on the bus going towards the war. So I'm saying if they wanted to call you to war, it's something just like the draft. They just use the people that's already in the system. But that's just my opinion.
No, they don't even call you no more. No. If we go to war and we are getting overrun.
No, but I'm saying, if okay, look, this is what I'm saying. Say the military is doing their thing. They need extra backup. I guess they would get what's the ones that be throwing the sandbags?
Oh, those are reservists.
So they probably get the reserves first, right?
Yeah, they call it. It all depends on how frisky that whoever calls you in feels. Right. They can either call in the IRRs, inactive ready reserve, which means we don't do nothing. We're just if you need us.
Right.
And then there's the ready reserves, which are active reservists who do it 1 weekend a month, 2 weeks a year.
But this is what I asked you. real quick.
I apologize. I did not understand.
Can the Navy or the military, the Army, whatever your division is, can they call you in? Like you said, you're a machinist mate.
Mm-hmm.
Can they make you fight in a battle that you weren't prepared for? Not prepared because obviously you got to go through basic training. You got to get good with your arms. You got to be able to defend yourself. And obviously you can. Your ability to fight, you do have that ability. But what I'm saying is, can they just be like, yo, we need people here because we're dying, and we need 1,000 more soldiers, and then they can just pull you in there and then make you go fight, right?
They can.
So wouldn't is that not an internal draft? Would you say?
No, that's not, because once you join the military, you are saying I am willing to go to war. I am willing to die for my country.
No matter what.
No matter what. If you sign that dotted line, you are willing to die for your country.
Right.
And I expect, if it was my military and I was running it, I would expect every person to want to be able to put their life on the line for their country.
Right.
It is a great honor, and I give all the respect to the people that have given their lives for all of our freedoms.
Right. I understand that.
And all of our vets out there.
And we respect you for that too.
I respect all the vets out there. But the thing is, I didn't do it to make everybody else happy. I didn't do it for everybody else. I did it because it was my God-given right to choose what I wanted to do.
Right.
My free will. And you know what? There's nothing I hold more honorable than serving my country.
So okay, that brings up a good topic for for a brief moment here. So do you think it's right for a man or a woman to go serve for their country for the wrong reason, being, let's say, money or help with education, or should they really have that die-hard fight in them? I will die for my country, because not every man that goes into the military or the army or the navy is going to be a man. There is going to be cowards, amongst the men.
I agree. 100%. There are people that are going to be afraid of going over to war, and I agree that there are going to be people that are afraid they don't want to go over to Afghanistan. But that is not your choice anymore once you sign that dotted line. You get orders. That's your order. Right. Your boss is the United States president.
Do they break that down to you and let you know, like, when you sign this?
No, they tell you after you sign it.
Really?
Yeah. But they make sure that it's all written.
Right.
It's all written in the contract.
They don't tell you until after.
Yes. You must read your contract.
Right.
I'm going to say this one. I'm going to say one thing right now. You better be prepared to fight and die for your country if you join my military.
Right.
If you want to go fight for my freedoms like I fought for yours, you better be willing to give up your life for them.
Right.
No offense to nobody, but you know what? That's how it's got to be. Because if you don't die, if you will not put your life on the line for it, means you don't deserve it.
Right.
If you don't want to join the military, don't join the military. I ain't got nothing against you. Just if you do, keep that heart. You gotta have that heart.
Right.
You may be scared, but you know what fear brings? Fear brings courage.
Right.
And courage is what makes real men men.
You're right. It's all in that split moment, man. It's either you can coward or man up and just,
take it.
Be all that you can be. You understand? But we're all for the movement here. You understand? But we're just saying, just have the right motive. Have your mind geared in the right processes. Don't be going in because, I need a house, so I'm gonna go join the military. Because honestly, it's no game once you sign up. I mean, once you've embarked in this career choice or this career path, I mean, you're a machine now. You understand? You got to be in it to win it. And there is no looking back. There is no cowering down. There is no getting cold. You understand? You gotta push through it and know what you're getting into. Because there's going to be them lonely nights. You understand? There's going to be those cold nights. There's going to be things that you see that you never thought you would have seen before. Like this, you thought it was only in books and in fantasy novels, but it's real. You know what I mean? The chaos is real. You understand? And there's a lot more things that nobody even knows about because some people can't speak about. You understand? And these are the things that you will be exposed to. You understand? They say whatever don't kill you only makes you stronger. Correct. You understand?
But
and also there's that little middle, that fine point where that shit can turn your ass crazy, man. You gotta understand. Your mindset just gotta be focused. You gotta be on, right?
Yeah. You gotta be prepared mentally, physically, and emotionally. You have to be prepared for this. If you think you want to go into the military, if you think you're not sure, don't. No, I'm telling you right now, don't, because you won't be ready for it.
Wow.
And they will. If you go in and you hit boot camp, they will scare it out of you. They will make you work. I'm telling you right now. I used to have an attitude, and you know how many push-ups I did on my first day?
How many people have you seen go home on that first day? How many people you seen go home on that first day? Because that's when it's real. Like we say, before you sign, it's nothing. But when you're on that first day, when you line up on them little footprints, and you really there, and it's time to listen,
you better listen. Tell you that right now. They won't kick you out.
Nobody goes home on the first day.
Nobody goes home on the first day, but you realize who's in charge.
Yeah.
That 20 minutes, I did at least 40 push-ups.
Yeah. So what happens when you can't do push-ups? Like if you
cannot do a push-up, they will help you do a push-up.
Right.
If you do not know how to do a push-up, by the time you graduate, it may take 6 months, But by the time you graduate, you will know how to do at least 40 push-ups.
Right.
Easy.
Right.
I watched people that said, "Oh, I can't handle it. I can't handle it." And tell you right now, you'll handle it before you go. Tell you that right now. Before you go to your ship, you're going to be able to do a push-up. Heck, if you're like that, you'll probably be able to do it one-handed.
Right.
I've seen people they call in special forces guys that will come in and train you on how to do a push-up.
Right.
And once you get that push-up down, they'll train you how to do